You're not alone. We all have thoughts that quietly hold us back. But what if you could rewire those beliefs and unlock the mindset you need to truly grow? In this video, we're breaking down simple, proven steps to identify and replace limiting beliefs so you can live with confidence and purpose. Before we dive in, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss content that helps you grow in mindset, life, and self-belief. Let's get into it right now. Understand what limiting beliefs are. Limiting beliefs are thoughts or assumptions you've accepted as truth that silently control your behavior and decisions. They sound like, "I'm not good at this," or "people like me don't succeed." These beliefs develop from past experiences, negative feedback, or cultural conditioning, often becoming invisible rules that shape your life. You may not even notice them. They feel like part of your personality, but they aren't facts. They're stories you've repeated until they became familiar. Recognizing that they were learned, not inherited, is the first step to change. Spot the voice of self-doubt. Limiting beliefs disguise themselves as the inner critic, the voice that questions your worth or ability. It usually shows up in moments when you're about to try something new or meaningful. You might hear, "Who are you to do this?" Or, "What if you fail again?" These thoughts are designed to protect you from discomfort, but they often keep you stuck. The first step is catching these moments of doubt. Notice your self-talk when you hesitate or feel anxious. Write these thoughts down exactly as they appear. Doing this makes them visible and easier to challenge. You'll likely discover that this voice isn't even yours. It's something you picked up from the world around you. Trace the origin of your beliefs. Dig into your belief system and ask, where did this thought come from? Did someone say it to me? Did I create it after a failure? Many of our beliefs are formed during childhood, a time when our minds are like sponges. A single sentence from a parent or teacher, like "you're not smart enough," can echo for decades. These beliefs may have served a purpose in the past, such as helping you avoid rejection or disappointment, but now they act like outdated software, slowing your growth. Journal about moments when the belief may have first taken root. Identifying the origin helps you realize it was never a universal truth, just a moment in time interpreted a certain way. Challenge the evidence. To disarm a limiting belief, you must test its truth. Ask yourself, what's the actual evidence that this belief is true? Often, you'll find the belief is built on a single failure or someone else's opinion. Maybe you didn't get a job once and decided you're not good enough. But what about the jobs you did get, or the praise you received elsewhere? List those counterexamples. Also, consider what you'd say to a friend who believed the same thing. You'd likely encourage them and point out their strengths. Offer yourself that same kindness. Reframe the belief as a hypothesis, not a fact, and gather real-world proof that disproves it. Replace the belief with empowering thoughts. You can't just delete a belief. You must consciously replace it with a new, empowering one. This isn't about blind positivity. It's about choosing a more supportive and realistic perspective. Start with a believable affirmation. For example, instead of saying, "I'll be rich and famous," say, "I am capable of creating value and growing steadily." The goal is to make your new belief feel attainable and emotionally true. Repeat it daily, especially when old thoughts creep in. Use sticky notes, phone reminders, or journal entries. Over time, this repetition helps form new neural pathways. Just like walking a new trail over and over creates a clearer path, practicing new thoughts makes them more natural. Use visualization to reinforce new beliefs. Your mind doesn't know the difference between a real experience and a vividly imagined one. That's why visualization is such a powerful tool in rewiring beliefs. Close your eyes and picture yourself living out your new belief. Feel the confidence, see the success, hear the positive feedback. Engage all your senses. If your limiting belief is, "I'm not confident," visualize yourself speaking clearly, walking with purpose, and smiling with ease. Make this a daily habit. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference. Visualization creates emotional familiarity with success, reducing fear and resistance. The more you mentally rehearse the new version of yourself, the more your brain accepts it as normal. Take aligned action. The most powerful way to override a limiting belief is to act as if your new belief is already true. Action creates evidence, and evidence reshapes belief. If you believe you're not good at something, prove otherwise by doing it in small, manageable steps. Want to feel confident? Start by speaking up in a small group. Want to believe you're capable? Tackle a challenge and document your progress. These actions don't have to be perfect. They just need to happen. Each time you act in alignment with a new belief, you weaken the old one. It's like teaching your brain through experience. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. Your environment influences your beliefs more than you might think. If you're constantly around people who doubt themselves or complain about life, you'll likely absorb their mindset. On the other hand, people who take risks, grow, and support others naturally encourage your own growth. Seek out individuals, groups, or mentors who inspire you. Engage in uplifting conversations and expose yourself to content, books, podcasts, or videos that promotes growth. Even online spaces can serve this purpose if your immediate circle doesn't offer support. Be patient and consistent. Rewiring limiting beliefs takes time, especially if they've been part of your identity for years. Expect resistance. The brain favors the familiar, even if the familiar is uncomfortable. That's why consistency is key. Create daily rituals that support your new beliefs, whether it's journaling, affirmations, meditation, or simply repeating your new thought when you wake up. Track your progress to see how far you've come. Celebrate when you catch an old belief and replace it, even if just mentally. Over time, the repetition creates mental grooves that become the default. You don't need massive breakthroughs every day, just small, steady shifts. Be patient with yourself when setbacks happen. Progress isn't linear, but each intentional step adds up. Celebrate every step forward. Every small step you take to challenge and replace a limiting belief deserves celebration. When you acknowledge progress, like speaking up, taking a risk, or even just thinking differently, you reinforce your new identity. The brain responds to positive reinforcement. Celebrating rewires your emotional experience, making change enjoyable rather than stressful. Don't wait for some big milestone. Recognize the small wins, like identifying a negative thought or pausing before reacting. These moments are proof that you're evolving. Write them down, share them with a friend, or give yourself a reward. When growth feels rewarding, you're more likely to stick with it. All right, that's a wrap on how to identify and rewire those limiting beliefs holding you back. Take a deep breath, trust your journey, and remember, real change starts with a single thought. If this helped shift your mindset, give it a thumbs up and share your own breakthroughs or questions in the comments. And if you want more honest, simple advice on personal growth, mindset, and living your best life, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a thing. Catch you in the next one.